Hi everybody, it's Chartsky. Got emails asking about videos and realized it's, golly, the end of June and I hadn't done any for a while. So far in June, we've sat through an uninspiring U.S. Open and a much more inspiring and exciting FIFA World Cup from France, where of course I'm pulling for the U.S. girls. Um, I guess I shouldn't have called them girls, but it's too late now. Anyway, on June the 18th, 2019, let's go back and see what we did that morning. And we started the morning like we do every single day with a top-down analysis and pre-market game plan. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's a simple three-step process. Step one is when you get there, you'll see if there's any important notes on the charts. And by that, I mean any reports and news that may be upcoming in that session. Also, SR levels, which are pre-marked on the charts. Stealth zones, sometimes pre-marked, and the line in the sand. Step two is the top-down analysis and pre-market game plan itself, where we discuss market structure, long-term trends, and what to expect at the 9:30 open. And finally, step three, where I ask for any questions. I ask for questions multiple times every day, and then we take a quick break so there are no interruptions at 9:30. And here is the actual screen capture from the top down on the morning of June 18th. You can see that we have marked on here the stock indexes are clearly in an uptrend, and they are. So is crude oil here. But what we were expecting and what we do without going through all the top-down analysis, I'll just skip to the pre-market game plan. We thought price would pull back, allowing us to get some good buys. And so that's step one. Usually have a 1-2 approach. And we knew the markets were going to go up further, so we were hoping that they would pull back and let us in and then go up. But we had to be aware of and be ready for just a move straight up almost from the open. We thought they would go up. We planned for them to go up. We were going to be buyers from 9:30, and here's what happened based on this pre-market game plan in the live trading room. Okay, here we go. We're waiting on the NASDAQ and the S&P to pull back and take off 80 ticks if we can get a fill and hold the NASDAQ, and then 5 points in the S&P. Ooh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Thank you. Yes, add on 2 back in the S&P for insurance. 5-point target, 80 ticks in the NASDAQ. Whoops. I'm just not on it this morning, am I? There, is that okay for everybody? I hit the wrong button. We were talking about the levels. Got front run. Just a little bit in the S&P. I might bump that up. Let's see if it makes another pass down here. Yeah, it's making one. Come on. All right, we got the S&P and we got the NASDAQ. We may get the add-on in the NASDAQ, which would be a gift. All right, we got the add-on in the NASDAQ, so it's 80 and 100 ticks working now. A little bit weaker at the open, but we knew they were going to pull back. So 80 and 100 ticks in the NASDAQ and 5 points in the S&P. You won't get much simpler than this. Yeah, it looks scary, but just wait till the buyers step in. This will be the initial, I guess, liquidation or pullback from some of them whose European desks bought across the board.
a little closer to the stop than we want, we may extend the target up there. It's collecting more energy to blast off. Tell you what, let's do that. It's coming underwater. We're going to make it pay us to do this. Add 20 ticks to the target. So it's 100 and 120 ticks in the NASDAQ now. 100 and 120 ticks in the NASDAQ. And sometimes we go for big old targets like this. If we got the volatility to support it. And a lot of times when it makes us take some heat, we make it pay us for that heat. Not always, but sometimes. Didn't quite get the add-on in the S&P. $100 and 120 ticks working in the NASDAQ. And 5 points times all the volume you want to do in the S&P. That's what the S&P is best for. We get bigger targets in the NASDAQ, but when your count gets to a certain size, you got to start worried about trading size. Guess I can mark these up, can I? There's not going to be much else to do. Just wait on them. 100 and 120 ticks in the NASDAQ. Look at that, how close that dead-burn S&P came. Within a tick of our add-on. Let's let it, the NASDAQ, turn up and turn green. It's still volatile, and I do not want to give away these entries. Not many times we extend the target twice, but we've done it before. And look at how quickly it came right back down. Just that quickly, it can go straight up to the targets. You just got to watch. It was this far away, and it spiked all the way back. And if you're at break even or +1 too early, and it did it in this one too, but if you're at break even or +1 too early, you just gave away great entries. Part of the patience of waiting for the setup that you want is managing that setup smartly. A lot of times we go to break even really quick or +1 very quick. And a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, sometimes we wait. And today's one of the days we wait. It could come under, yep, it could come under the average fill, and I'm not worried about it. You pretty much gonna have buyers stepping in no matter where it comes underneath here. So just give it room and let it simmer. You got these high frequency computers gonna do their thing, which is whip, whip, whip. Try and head fake you. See, they're trying to head fake that we're coming down, trying to sucker in some newbie or struggling traders to pick the top. Big old move there, no retracement. Surely it's overdue. I can hear him right now. It's overdue. I'm gonna get in on this thing and make however much they're gonna make. Only that's not gonna happen. Right here. $100 and 120 ticks working in the NASDAQ. 5 points in the S&P. If this NASDAQ turns down and makes us take heat again, I may bump the target up even more. Although 120 ticks, 100 and 120 ticks, those are big old trades. And my granddaughter's texting me from the beach. I turn that off. Sorry about that. I sent him to the beach. Have some quiet time. For a few days anyway. Just be patient. Let's add a point in the S&P. 6-point target. When it takes off, it'll go up there. Maybe stretching a little bit, but I think it'll get up there to 6. Oh, wow, look at that. You talk about a spike. +1 in the NASDAQ, sorry. It spiked. I told you guys I didn't think it'd go that fast, but I told you. I told you it's going to go. And it did. Wow, whoops. Let's do this S&P. This is the one that hit first. 6 points. Now, if I'd have known it's going to be that volatile, we probably wouldn't have traded it. Because there's always a chance it could spike against you, but everything was saying up, 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 up. So 100 ticks, 120 ticks, whoops, an add-on day, and finished in about 10 minutes. So we'll see if there are any questions, and if there are, we'll deal with them. And otherwise, up, up, up today, but we've done well. And it's really, really volatile now. So it's made the move that we thought it was going to make. From here on out, it's uncharted waters. So I'd be really, really careful trading these borderline right now hysterical markets. I tell you that see the S&P basically gap 6 points is scary.
Okay, we're in the home stretch, but there are still a few things I think are important. So first, if you like this video or any of the other videos on my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button and think about clicking on that little like, thumbs up button below. I want to remind you that June 18th started with a near perfect top-down analysis and a near perfect pre-market game plan. that we rode into extended profit targets. Now, I also want to remind you that not every single trade is a winner. Not every single day is an add-on day. Not every single day is a fantastic add-on day. And not every single week can be an add-on week. I will not make you a millionaire by next Thursday. And all that sounds silly, but you'd be surprised at some of the people that I've met in the 10 years plus I've been running the live trading room. Well, maybe you're interested in learning more, or if you just want more information about what it is we do and how my live trading room is very different, please check out my blog at www.chartsky.com. You know, if your results weren't quite like what I call for members of the live trading room on June 18th, and it's real easy, just go back and check what you did on June 18th. You may already know, but if your results weren't what we were fortunate enough to get, you could be trading with us as soon as tomorrow. Now, if you have questions about this video or any of the other videos, questions about any of the trades or anything I say, or about the top-down analysis or pre-market game plan, maybe questions about your own situation, and I get all kinds of questions, don't mind them at all. Or maybe even questions about whether there's still room for you in my live trading room. Send your questions to me at chartskytrades@gmail.com. One more thing, two more things. Here's the CFTC disclaimer. It's very important. I urge you to pause and read it. And if you have any suggestions of things you might like to see in a how-to series I might start soon if there's enough interest, send those to me at chartskytrades@gmail.com. And that's it for now. As always, thanks for watching.
Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out there.